can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. Traffic, footwork fantastic, dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. 54.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Motion. 15.
Recon, 132 fight. Check. Lucky. Stay at home.
15.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, 57. Hey, dribble it.
Now Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Three down.
Select.
Check back.
Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Hardman, the second-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Yellow. That's your line.
Cut. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Watch the cut.
Hey, 15.
40's Mike. Come on.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Check. He's coming.
15.
Here I come.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike's 40. Check.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Black.
58's the money. 58's the money. Come on, baby. I'm coming.
From the pistol, they'll run with Abdullah. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Shahan, what are you?
59. Mike to 59. What we got? Check 43.
On 3rd down, Abdullah. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Abdullah. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Coming in.
Good route here. Hey, wahoo!
58 Mike.
What's that?
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Darren Lee has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, echo.
3rd and long for Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Ogbah, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception? What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 99 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Tight dog. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
A toss to Abdullah. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Ready?
On the delay, this is Abdullah. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Abdullah running right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Gun!
carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. To throw, Cousins. Open man, David Morgan, the tight end. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Here we go. Under 10.
On second down, it's McCoy. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, here's McCoy. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another first and 10.
Target. Hey, Rimley. Check Mike 54. Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the pressure gets to him again. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Mahomes going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On third down, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Yellow. There's a wall. Right?
40 to Mike. You. Mike 40, Mike 40. Check. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's right.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
We got three, fella.
I don't need to.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Check out route. Hot. Showing it.
Yellow.
58, boy. 58. Mike.
Gun.
Stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, Zoo.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCord. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Out.
No. Off. Motion.
Again, it's McCoy. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. McCoy. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good. Yeah,
Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. LaShawn McCoy with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They try the right side with Abdullah. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
58.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow.
Blue dark workers. Shit. Joker. Switch it. Come on.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it. On in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go with Abdullah again. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll try and run with Abdullah. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, it's McCoy. He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll go again to McCoy. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A nice run leaves him just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot?
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
And they'll run it with McCoy. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run it with McCoy. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. They'll go with McCoy. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score, Chiefs 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Shamar Stephen there on the tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. McCoy. And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly. There. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So that'll do it for us. For Charlie.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the